2, 2. Come on, fucking load. 1, let's go.
Ooh. We got some roboticness.
Yeah, that's probably because I literally just started the stream.
I can hear you now. That's good.
I'm coming for you.
Oh no. Oh no, Rari's out, bro. Nah.
No pause. Straight up. Anyway, last time on Beyond the Fourth Wall, our players made a treacherous voyage from the land of the dwarves all the way over to the divine kingdom of Dothod. They are currently in the town of Totara, where they are currently investigating the so-called undead that they've been warned about by the goddess of rot herself, having called in her favor to Duzon. When they got here, they had to travel by land just for a couple of days. Unfortunately, their journey was slowed down by a disastrous sandstorm, in which Rari was knocked out and concussed, by Duzon. By request.
And Duzon delivered.
Directly behind Cyrus, who was literally basically going toe-to-toe with the sandstorm.
He asked. I fulfilled. That is all.
And now it is the
time.
And now it is the I believe it is the evening or night of that same day, right? Or is it the morning?
It should be the morning.
Okay.
Because Rari was knocked out and the party was basically trying to keep him safe from being delirious while concussed.
Yeah, and he drunk and walked into the inn, and then someone literally commented, "Is he okay?"
And you were like, no.
Yeah, everyone was just no.
Yeah, so we resume our heroic heroes of heroism.
And Little Flame yeeted Rari into the room and just shut the door behind him.
Yes, he did. It is now the next morning. Everyone is mostly rested up and recovered.
Ooh, that is still high. That's the last time I'm asking Duzon for that. I think. Yeah, definitely.
I think
Rari,
gets out of well.
Sort of, but this headache is really something, huh?
Small price to pay for salvation.
I suppose so.
We all make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo.
Oh no.
We all make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo.
Rari is kind of still a little unsteady with his movement. He's still kind of reeling a little bit from the impact.
You're a lot better, though.
Yeah, definitely a lot better. But it's just Every
You-
now and then,
You
Pain
can't
might
you can't
be
expect to
on his
recover
mind.
in 24 hours after getting your shit
Oh.
rocked like that.
Yeah, no. And Rari's just like, I feel like Rari, when the pain kind of hits him again, where it's like, oh damn, ow. That's when he starts like losing his balance and starts stumbling around.
I like to think, despite the heals you got and despite the rest you've taken, your whole side of your face is still like bruised up and purple.
Oh yeah, no, no shot that that bruise would have gone away in a day, let alone probably week.
Well, you did receive magical healing.
That is true. But then again, I'll... One second.
Alright. Alright. So, another thing that happened last session is that Duzon and Cyrus, while Rari was recovering from his concussion, did a little snooping around the town and may or may not have discovered that this place is a cult. Cyrus, would you like to expand?
There are talismans being used as a basically large-scale ritual to some degree. The exact purpose Cyrus is unsure of is something that he discovered wandering the town using his arcane senses. Because I know I actually did talk about this before the session ended,
You did.
but I'm trying to remember what my exact wording was. But that is what I definitely remember. But yeah, we're probably in a cult. It's probably a cult town.
With that
And-
information, what do you guys want to do today? What are you going to try and do to try and find the supposed undead or whatever you're supposed to find here?
That's, at this point, I'm thinking this cult thing has something to do with the undead, but I'm still gonna try and find them nonetheless. If they're not already walking around me. So, I forgot, what do I have to go off of on terms of that?
Basically last session finished up with you and Cyrus discussing what each of you discovered.
What did I discover?
You discovered that the people were worshipping a false misrepresentation of the
Right.
true values that Dethod represents as a god.
Right.
You discovered that the true values of Dethod are to keep the balance between the life and death, seeing as he is literally the keeper of the gate between life and death.
Right.
Whereas this town represents Dethod as the one god above all gods, as better, as a superior god, as the one who has true divinity over every other supposed quote-unquote god out there.
Okay.
That is what you discovered. What Cyrus discovered is that somebody has been setting up arcane talismans as well as esoteric talismans all over this town, and even outside of it along the trails, marked trails and stuff like that. They're very hidden and in the background, but due to his arcane senses and arcane... Do you have arcane sight or just detect magic?
I have, I just have detect magic, but it is referred to as arcane sense.
Alright, due to his arcane senses, he was much easier to find these talismans and discover that something having to do with illusions is taking place. Something having to do with enchantments may be taking place. There's a lot of things revolving around more nefarious magics. More tricksy magics.
also helps that he comes from a heavily magic background.
Yes. That is what you and Cyrus discovered last night. Collectively.
And we know that they're also, like, about to have, like, some kind of meeting within the next week or so with their Great One. As cults tend to do.
Alright, well... Duzon would recall the initial mission being, like, graves are being emptied and corpses are being brought back to life, right?
Yep.
So... what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna see if they have a cemetery. So I'm gonna ask a random citizen if I can find that.
All right, random citizen. The random citizen you decide to ask is a protesting worker. They're outside of this, like, sandstone building with a sign that says Musty Lab Unfair.
Musty Lab Unfair.
And they're shouting something that goes along the lines of, "The Musty Lab is unfair! Mr. Habs is in there, plotting his oppression!"
Oh. That's hilarious.
I knew where that was going.
Standing at the concession, plotting his oppression!
I go up to him and I go,
What is happening here?
I am protesting this business in hopes of better wages and more fair treatment.
And this is an efficient way of doing so.
I'd like to believe so.
Can I walk into the building?
This person literally couldn't stop you even if he wanted to, so yes, you can.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna walk into this business and find the boss.
Hey, wait. And then you just walk up to doo, and then he's just like, oh.
Oh.
And then behind the concession, you see Mr. Habs.
Duzon, proceed. Is the door open?
Unless you're holding it open, then no.
I would like to gently open the door.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Here we go again.
I would like to gently open the door.
Okay, you gently open the door. You hook your pinky finger around the door handle, just...
And you just see this hulking tree figure just kindly step inside.
Are you the owner of this establishment?
You see a very wide and short-built human with very, very sunburnt skin. Almost like red sunburnt skin. He's wearing a blue business suit as well as brown pants with a belt around it. And on top of his bald little sunburnt head is a small little hat with an anchor on it.
Oh my god. Oh, that's crazy.
Hi, me boy, I am Mr. Habs. How can he help you today?
Your workers. They are not pleased with how you run your business.
Oh, that's a them problem, me boy. What can I get you? What can you buy? What can I sell?
You can get me better pay to sustain their lives out there. That is all I want.
Are you getting involved?
He ruffles through his pockets. I'm trying to think of what would be the equivalent of 62 cents.
6 silver, 2 copper.
Yeah, so he ruffles through his pocket and gives you 6 copper. This is the best I got.
Now what do I do here?
He's giving you an offer.
Getting involved is what you should do.
I have a good tree. And I want to gain this random citizen's trust, so hopefully tell me where the cemetery is.
No, if they know anything, they might not even know anything.
You want to get the trust of... You want to get the trust of, I'm trying to think. Hold on, give me a second.
Oh, wait.
You want to get the trust of Spongy Bill Roundpants?
Yes, and I have an idea. I'm gonna take his 62, his 6 silver, and 2
No, it's
copper.
just 6 copper.
That's it?
It's just 6 copper.
That is equal to 6 cents.
So I'm gonna take his 6 copper, and I'm gonna say,
Be well.
I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna pull 4 silver and 2 gold out of my pocket. And I'm gonna walk out to this guy, and I'll be like,
A raise in your pay.
and I will hand him 6 copper, 4 silver, and 2 gold.
Gold is a lot for where we're at.
He looks at the gold pieces you just handed him and just like, oh wow, mister, thanks! Throws the sign behind him and runs inside with a puff of dust leaving. Like, a perfectly him-shaped puff of dust that is now standing next to you before getting blown away.
And now I walk back into the restaurant.
Mr. Habs kind of walks up to you, just like, I don't know what you did, but he seems real eager to start working again.
May I see him?
I mean, sure, he's right there, back there through that window.
Oh no.
Although you can't go in the kitchen, though.
I merely wish to speak with him.
Alright, fine then. Spongy Bill! And then he just comes running out through the door, just like, yes, Mr. Habs, sir. This tree person wants to talk to you. But after that, get back to work! And he goes sauntering off into his office.
I hope you get better pay. I'm glad. But I must ask something of you.
What's that, mister?
Are you familiar with this town?
I've lived here all my life.
Where do you bury your dead?
Make an intimidation check.
Where do you bury your dead?
Bloom over him, and you're like, where do you bury your dead?
Just tell
Where do you
this
bury
man
your
is
dead?
scaring him. Good job.
Duzon, I think you're...
Where do you bury your dead?
No, see, the thing is, Rari, you're not even there.
Yeah, I know.
Are there?
Intimidation.
If Rory was there, that's probably what he would say. But I'm not even in this
I
episode.
got a 15.
Okay, you see he starts, like, sweating a little bit, just We have a cave, where, yeah, there's a cave somewhere.
Where is it?
Let's see if he knows.
I give him the standard Duzon tree glare.
Let's see if he knows anyone that's died recently.
I think you wouldn't have to be intimidating because he'd be likely somewhat cooperative.
He is cooperative. He's extremely cooperative. He's not hiding anything.
He's extremely cooperative.
No, the reason I'm having Duzon roll intimidation is because he's a 7-foot-tall tree man asking where your dead is buried.
Yeah.
Where do
Then
you
there's
bury
old
your
man.
dead?
Ooh, maybe it's old man Hankins.
So here's the thing. Spongy Bill is not the smartest person.
Oh.
Understandably.
So he's like, well, none of my folks is dead yet, so I'm not quite too sure. All I can tell you is that it's either we made a cave so that the sand didn't just shift over and show a corpse, or we've used a natural cave. Although I do know who knows.
Who?
The Great Leader knows. He handles all the buryment rituals.
The Great Leader.
Of
Where
course.
can I find him?
Can I find him? Of course. He should be doing his. He stays in the center of town where he holds his sermons.
Would he be there now?
He kind of looks through the window and stares at the sun for a second. Comes back, his eyeballs are kind of like sizzling. I don't know, maybe. He usually likes to do it before the sun gets too hot.
Very well. I will make my way there and hopefully meet him. Thank you.
Of course. So now, if you do excuse me, I gotta go back to work.
So, I walk back out to Cyrus and I think Rari,
Yep.
and I'm gonna be like,
Come, follow me.
I'm almost afraid to see where this is going.
We are making our way for the center of town.
Well, as long as Duzon knows where we're going, I'm
Oh, this
not
one spectacularly.
implied, have a little bit of optimism. I mean, any directions to get to anywhere for this thing we're doing is better than nothing.
Small one.
Yes, Duzon.
We have a problem.
What
I
kind
don't
of
know I don't know my way around this town.
Oh. Then I guess it's my cue for action.
What do you know?
I mean, I've navigated a city before. I'm sure there's some similarities.
can I just
We're in
point
the
to like,
We're
can
in
I
the
point
village.
to a
A
random
lot
walk?
smaller than the city.
Alright, one at a time. Hold up. Duzon, you go first. What were you trying to say?
Can I just point to like a random passerby and go,
You!
Oh no.
I'm just gonna start walking to the town center.
Cyrus, you just start walking away. Duzon, you point to a random person. They look at you, and they just pretend, they like pull their cloak over their face, and they continue walking.
another person.
You!
They do the same thing. They put whatever rags that they use to hide their face from sandstorms up over their face, and they just keep walking.
Oh my god.
Little Flame followed me. That's all for the better.
Little Flame is sticking around to see what happens. He wants to burn stuff.
Rory is confused as to why Duzon is
I
just
can understand it
pointing
perfectly.
you and you, and it's just like,
My calls for help have gone unanswered.
Little Flame doesn't need to actively burn anything to watch Duzon burn bridges.
Yeah, no, he's having fun watching Duzon do this.
So,
My calls for help have gone unanswered.
maybe I could try?
Very well. Do you have experience navigating urban areas?
Who did Duzon not scare away when he was pointing you?
You.
Well, he did that only twice, so, like, most
Okay,
people
so
that
there's still-
weren't actively paying attention.
Alright, cool. So Rari is going to approach the closest or most convenient person. And he's gonna like say, excuse me, we have a couple of questions if you don't mind. We're new here and we're looking for the town center.
Excuse me. You're like, excuse me, sir. And the person that turns to you is a humanoid, who looks like they have stone skin, like cragged sandstone skin. And they have almost like a constant stream of sand falling off of their head that kind of almost looks like hair.
Okay.
And they kind of kneel down to you and just like, what do you seek, my child?
Well, the town center. We're a little lost and could use some help getting to the center of town where the great leader might be.
Are you looking at this thing in the face?
Rari is, how tall is this thing?
It is a medium size of 6 foot flat.
Rari is going to attempt his best to look into the eye. Well, if he's coming down, then I guess.
Yeah,
he
he's
can make
come
eye
down to a
contact.
knee so he could look at you.
Yeah, as long as he's not like too intimidating. Rari's just like, yeah, hello. Kind of.
As you're getting a closer look at this person, you notice that he has wraps all along his legs and arms that lead to a centerpiece that's kind of like this really nice goldish kind of turquoise armor. And then the wraps, you can see the wraps continue from the neck, and then the headpiece is, once again, this really nice, almost looks like it's the head of a sarcophagus, kind of like gold, turquoise gemstones in the eyes. And as you look at the eyes, I need you to make a will save.
Oh, Rari's falling for a trap. Oh my god.
Only this trap
Okay.
is actually a person.
24.
What is the DC for this? The DC is 24. Cool. You meet it, so you pass.
Thank goodness.
You get an initial, like, creepy almost feeling. Almost like you're being watched. Not by this thing, but something behind its eyes. But then you kind of, like, shake it off, and you're like, where's the town center?
Yeah, where is the town center?
And then it kind of just stands and points a direction. You will find the town center that way, my child. In the name and glory of Dothard.
Well noted. Thank you.
Duzon.
Or me, yes.
This giant person wearing almost, wearing the head of a sarcophagus and the chest piece of a sarcophagus turns to you as well. Make a will save with advantage +2.
Will save advantage +2. Okay. 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 Oh my. So that's a 34.
Okay, cool. You critically succeed.
For Will? Yeah, let's go.
That's dope, bro.
So not only do you succeed, Duzon, you learn a little bit about what this effect is.
Bye.
You don't know how, you don't know why, but you do know that this thing is trying to push another god's influence onto you.
Interesting. That is ever so interesting.
In the glory of Dothod, it says once again before walking away.
Could I... And does it say this to me physically or telepathically?
It says it physically, you just don't see its mouth move because its entire face and head is covered by a helm.
Do I say something to this thing? Fuck it.
Rari definitely has an uneasy feeling.
Fuck it. Duzon's gonna perk up and go.
Your belief of your god is wrong.
Roll initiative.
Why did you say that?
Roll initiative.
You literally just got roll initiative. Do not pass go.
Alright, that's a music change.
Oh, Duzon!
Worth it.
Can't see still.
Worth it. Perception is initiative, right?
Yes. I'm gonna describe the scene here.
This is so unnecessary.
You say that the worship of your god is wrong, and you see this thing's eyes go from a vibrant emerald green to a harsh ruby red, and so do the eyes of several others in the area.
Oh no!
Oh fuck.
And
You. Oh
I
gosh.
fucked up.
Yes, you did. I have a 30
This is what
for
sticking to
initiative.
this is what sticking to character does to you.
So, hey, Cyrus, you hear not very long after leaving, you hear Duzon say out loud, "The way you worship your god is wrong. Would you like to head back and help your friends from the inevitable fight?"
why did they do that?
I did do nothing. It was
First rule of cult: don't comment on the cult. Turn around and walk back.
Alright, cool.
What if,
And I will
what if
just
I...
look disapprovingly when I get there. I will just look at Duzon disapprovingly.
So, Cyrus, because you have to actually run back, I'm going to automatically have you go last in initiative.
Perfectly fine.
Okay, hold on. I hopefully have a possible solution to this.
I sure hope so.
If I could take it diplomatically. Well, if they could take it.
I think
Oh, yeah,
diplomacy has
sure.
sailed out the window right now.
Hold on. I'm gonna see if it has. It probably has. We'll make sure. And I'm glad about this because I did get a good roll in initiative. Because that is a 31.
Okay. I got a 30 on my initiative.
You should be able to put it into the initiative tracker.
Yep. I already did.
So, you just had to see that, Duzon.
Very well put. But hush now.
And where, pray tell, is the others?
Little Flame's right there. The only one missing is Cyrus.
Who decided to just walk to the town center. Because it's in the name.
Right.
But, like, navigating through it might be difficult because Rari has no idea what a desert town.
We're in a village.
Yeah, or village.
In a desert village, in the desert, where do you think people are likely to gather?
Oh, damn, Little Flame.
yeah.
Okay.
The water.
May I-
The
Wherever
closest
water
source of water is.
tends to be where the public gather the most because they have to.
Alright. Well,
Tense.
If it gets to
Yeah.
my turn, let me know. I think I have a plan.
oh, Little Flame, let's go.
Little Flame is first.
Okay.
You hear the snapping and crackling of a roaring fire as Little Flame activates his aura.
Oh, good.
How large is his aura? Kinetic aura is... Come on, just tell me how big it is. Cyrus, please remind me how big a kinetic aura is, because I'm not finding it. 10 feet.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
So he's going to activate his kinetic aura.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot aura. I think it doesn't. I think there are ways to improve it, but it takes certain feats, I believe.
There we go. All of his allies that are within the circle get resistance to fire damage equal to his level, which is 6.
Nice.
Nice.
As a free action, he can make a fireball attack, which he's going to do.
Okay.
Elemental
I don't care how
Blast.
big- I don't care how big the room is. I cast Elemental Blast.
Oh, if he lands this attack, my diplomacy is gonna be so far.
Boom! Fireball.
Oh my.
His plus is 12, which
Ooh.
hits. Does it? No, actually, it does not hit. Oh, wait. Never mind. It hits. He has a plus 15.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, nice.
I read that he had a plus 12. I was wrong. He has a plus 15. So he's going to deal 2d6 fire damage.
Okay.
And these things have weakness to fire.
Uh-oh.
Stop dying, Rob.
Pardon me, I'm sorry. I'm getting water to fix the problem.
So you see this little fireball get hurled at this, mummy. And you see it burst into flames.
Oh my. Is it still living?
Yes, it is. He's just currently, on fire. Little Flame then takes, his next 2 actions to do some fun things. Because
Oh no.
it's been a minute since he's gotten to do some fun things.
He's been itching for the fun things.
He is going to cast Scorching Column.
Ooh.
Oh wait, no, he can't. That takes 3 actions. He'll do that next turn.
Oh dear.
He's then just gonna cast a Elemental Blast with 2 actions so that he can add his Constitution bonus to damage.
Nice.
Rolling to hit, plus 15. That is a 14 plus 15 is 29, which hits. Gets 2d6 plus 5, or no, 2d6 plus 4. 3, 5 plus 4 is 9, plus another 5 is 14. There we go. And that's Little Flame's turn. Duzon, what do you want to do?
Alright. Is talking, like, requesting them to do, like an action?
I believe so. Because if you're trying to request, you can make a request from a creature that is friendly or helpful to you. That takes an action. Unfortunately, these creatures are not friendly nor helpful to you. They are aggressive.
So diplomacy is out the window. I can't be like, hey, stop, wait a minute.
You can certainly try, but usually it takes special abilities to just stop combat.
Okay.
Because there are abilities that you could just be like, wait!
That is true. Well, I guess it's off the fighting. If more show up, I will be sure to mention my plan. But for now, I guess it is. Excuse me. Smashy smash time. So I am going to. Do I use my Warhammer in the instant? Well, I'm going to use my first action to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get next to this one.
Remember, you have your critical specialization for your Warhammer now.
My what?
You have your critical specialization, means whenever you crit with your Warhammer, you get the special effect that happens.
Oh, I forgot about that. Let me write that down. When I crit, it makes them clumsy and enfeebled, right?
I believe so.
That's what I have written down.
Let me double check for you real quick, but I believe so.
Okay. Please crit then.
Critical specialization. Target is knocked prone.
Ooh, that's nice.
Enfeebled and...
Nope, just prone.
Oh, okay.
That's what it says for me.
I might be thinking of, like, either crushing or striking or...
You might be thinking of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're thinking of crushing. When you critically hit a target with this weapon, your target becomes clumsy 1 and enfeebled 1 until the end of your next turn.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right.
So it's that, and they go prone because of the specialization.
Should I crit? Please let me crit.
Their AC is 17.
I don't even think I'd be able to crit them. Because it's just plus strength to hit, right?
No.
What is it?
It's strength plus your expertise in your weapon, so it's 13.
My expertise in my weapon? Oh.
Or no, for your Warhammer, it's 15. I was reading the wrong thing. So in reality, the only thing you need to roll to get a crit is 12.
Okay. Just figuring out.
At least for your first attack, before your attack penalty.
Well, okay. And it's a +1 Warhammer, I believe, right?
Yes, it is a +1 striking, crushing Warhammer.
So would it be a +15 or 16 to hit? If that at all.
It would be a +16.
Okay, perfect.
So now all you need is an 11.
I got more than an 11.
Then you crit.
That is 33. I got a 17 under the die.
Oh yeah, you crit.
Let's go. So I walk up to this thing and I'm just like, fuck it, fine. And I just start slamming.
So they are now Clumsy 1 and Enfeebled 1 until the start of your next turn.
And now I also have to roll damage.
Oh, and they're prone too. Hold up.
Oh,
Excuse me.
nice.
Prone is bad for them.
Yeah.
Prone is bad.
Let me remind myself what prone does.
I believe, if memory serves me right, they are also flat-footed.
Prone. You are off guard, taking a -2 circumstance penalty to attack rolls. Only move actions you can use while you're prone are to crawl or stand. Standing up ends the prone condition. You can take cover while prone. You can gain greater cover against ranged attacks. Yeah, so yeah, he's off guard right now, so he takes -2 to attack rolls.
Okay. So is damage still normal for a crit?
Damage is, unless otherwise stated, it is doubled.
Ooh, okay. So that is a double the die or double what I roll?
Double what you roll.
So that is 30. Hold on. So that's plus 12.
Clumsy 1, Enfeebled 1, and he's prone.
That's 40 bludgeoning. Jesus Christ.
Oh, well, he is dead, I believe. Yeah, he is dead.
Oh me, oh my.
Well, that's good.
Now what do you do, Duzon?
Oh, I have an action left. I am going to use my last action to stride back into Little Flame's aura. And I believe that ends my turn, right?
Yes, that was 3 actions.
So I'm going to be right back.
Rari, it's your turn.
All right, I am going to, let's see. Mine is the line, kobold. Let me see who's in range for my kobold breath. I believe, at the very minimum, yeah, this guy is in perfect range. So, what I'm going to do, I am going to use my kobold breath in 2 actions to do so. To blast it with lightning. So it needs to make a basic reflex save against my class DC.
Okay.
Which is 23.
What is their reflex save? Their reflex save is +7. So you said your DC is 23?
Indeed.
They need a 16 or higher. That's a natural 20.
Yikes. Okay, so
So they succeed with a 27.
alright. They do not take any damage from my kobold breath,
Okay.
which is tragic. And I get to reuse my kobold breath after a round has elapsed.
Okay, so at the start of your turn, you can reuse your Cold Breath.
Outside of that, I'm thinking of the next thing I could do. Yeah, yes, there is. Oh no, I can't do that because that's 2 actions. But there is something I can do, provided I hope it is 1 action. I'm gonna do battle assessment for my last action.
On which mummy? Does it matter?
It does not.
Okay.
Provided that I am able to see them.
You are.
Alright, and so you need to roll a secret perception check against the deception or stealth DC of... the perception is on my behalf, against the stealth or deception DC of the enemy of my choosing.
You critical succeed.
Wonderful.
Assuming
So
your...
you choose
Wait, hold
two-
on. What's your perception bonus?
my perception bonus is a 15.
Yeah, you critical succeed.
Wonderful. So, with that information in mind, so you reveal 2 of the following pieces of information about the enemy to me. The enemy's weaknesses, which of the enemy's weaknesses is the highest? Which of the enemy's saving throws has the lowest modifier? 1 immunity the enemy has, or which of the enemy's resistance is highest? If the event of a tie, the GM picks one at random.
The enemy's weakness is fire, and they have weakness 5 to fire. And they are immune to the paralyzed condition.
Got it. So that will be Rari's turn, as he has used up all of his actions.
How much of movement speed do these guys have? They have a movement speed of 20 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20. Peter's not here. Okay. Duzon!
Yep.
Peter!
Peter.
I'm back.
Ida.
Oh, fuck.
The Zambo is not happy, but is happy to fight you.
What is your AC, Duzon?
I forgot to raise my shield last turn, so it was 26.
Fortunately, they missed their first strike against you.
Sweet.
Yeah, wow. Okay, they actually managed to hit you on their second strike. I was not expecting that because they needed a nat 20.
Wow, they got a nat 20?
They got a nat 20, but luckily that just hits your AC, so it's not a crit.
Okay, good.
You
Just
do
lay it on me,
take...
pretty baby.
You take 5, 6, 7, 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Hold on. Don't I have an armor?
You don't have any bonuses to your armor, so unfortunately your armor specialization does not come into effect yet.
Hold on.
You need a potency rune on your armor for that to work, I'm pretty sure.
Right. I don't know. If I'm wrong, I'm just gonna check. But if I'm wrong, I'll take it because it's 8.
I also need you to make a fortitude saving throw, Duzon.
Okay, 8 damage, right?
Yep. 8 bludgeoning damage and a fortitude save.
Okay.
DC 16.
Fortitude. All I need is more than a 2 if it's a DC 16.
It is a DC 16.
And that's more than
Eventually,
a 2. That is
Eventually you get to the point where DC 16 is just I auto succeed.
Well, considering Duzon has one of the highest saves against diseases out there,
Alright,
Yeah.
so that is a 27, 13 on the die.
yeah, you critically succeed, so nothing happens.
Sweet.
I believe you are now immune to that effect because you critically succeeded.
Let's go.
That is this mummy's turn. It is now this mummy's turn. Which mummy is this? This is that mummy. First action. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
not good.
You don't want to do that.
Little
sir.
flame.
So I'm warning you, you don't want to do that.
Little flame has an AC of 23. Zombie hits on a 12. That's an 8. Second attack, zombie hits on a 17. That is a 8. They rolled 8 twice. They fail. Next mummy is this one, the one that's been severely damaged by Little Flame. 5. What's the intelligence of this thing? Nope. Alright.
It's an undead, it's likely not smart unless it's a really high-ranking undead.
It's gonna use 2 actions to get to you, Cyrus.
I have a holy water grenade.
Oh, I've actually gotten there already, that's quick.
Huh? No, it's not your turn.
No, I mean, like, I got to the fight that quick, damn.
Yeah. Basically, you were able to show up immediately at the cost of automatically going last.
Fair enough.
Does a 17 hit you?
Most likely.
Most likely.
Oh no, it does not.
Does a 16 hit you? No, it doesn't.
Definitely not.
Alright, so that's that zombie's turn. Well, mummy.
I was mixing up characters in my head.
Real.
Oh, that takes 50 feet. Cyrus, another one coming for you.
Damn, what did I do? I haven't done nothing.
22, does that hit?
Just misses.
20 also misses.
Yep, AC 23.
Alright, next mummy is the one that is dead.
Is the dead. The
It's
next
dead.
mummy. It dead, but like that's how it was initially, so it just dead again.
I live, I die.
Alright, so Duzon, this mummy is actually going to flank you.
Oh dear.
You now have a -2 to your AC.
Oh god, okay.
Oh no, they're getting tactics. They're studying the ways of Fire Emblem.
Does a 24 hit?
Because of the -2, it meets it.
Alright. You take... you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my. Alright.
And you are immune to the lesser mummy rot.
Okay.
Oh, lovely mummy rot.
We love that here.
Cyrus, your turn.
Well, then again, they are mummies, so it does stand to reason they would be
Right.
able to
Yeah.
infect you with a mummy rot.
Yeah.
You better hope Rari doesn't get hit. The last thing you need is your character to reflect real life.
You know what? I can't even argue that. I can't even argue that.
That was funny. That was
No, it's
funny.
not. I know it's not like it's not intentionally a jab, but at the exact same time, there's no other way.
No, that clap back is deserved. That's real. No, I'll take
Okay.
it. I'm a man. I know how to take these.
Okay. Kinetic aura. We're gonna use that. We're gonna channel. So.
What
let's see,
color
channel
would you like it
elements.
to be?
Green, I guess, for now. I started with wood and will be with wood.
And then make it visible and save.
Ooh, 2 auras.
Yeah, mine doesn't do anything special.
Fair enough.
I don't have a stance or anything.
Little
Fair
flames, if I'm correct. Let me double check.
Thermal Nimbus is just like it happens.
Right.
Thermal
taking
Nimbus
out-
you need to use an action for, so that,
Oh yeah, because it's a stance.
yeah, it's a stance, so that actually doesn't happen yet. I thought it did just happen. But no, he needs to actually
there
do
is-
that.
There is a Kineticist feat that you can take to make it just it happens.
He does not have that.
Right.
Actually, yes, he does.
So then yes, it just happens for him.
Elemental resistance grants you, specifically, resistance to damage. No one else.
Right.
So he gives himself resistance to fire equal to his level. Everyone else will get it when he activates his Thermal Nimbus.
Gotcha.
Anywho, part of the thing, part of the channel elements, I get to make an elemental blast
For free.
for free.
We love free.
So, what I shall do, they are visibly mummies, yes?
They're what?
Are they visibly mummies?
They are visibly mummies.
Okay.
Especially since, especially
Two of them are
because
right
Little
in my face.
Flame hit one with a fire spell and it immediately burst into flames.
Right. Well, thank you, Dad, for Crash Course in Undead. I'm as part for my first elemental blast, for my free elemental blast, it's going to be a Vitality Wood,
Okay, that's gonna be interesting.
because undeads do not like vitality.
They do not.
Does yeah 26 hit?
Yes. Which one are you hitting?
I guess the one that's like right in front of me,
Okay.
since you know he's right there.
How much damage are you doing?
See, he volunteered, so I get 2d8 vitality. So let me roll that. Ooh, that's a good roll. That was nearly max. So that was 15 vitality damage.
He's dead.
Ooh.
Hey,
He is beyond dead. My boy was at 7 health.
oh, my boy.
My boy.
My boy. Boy.
It's like
Boy.
boy. Dead.
Boy.
Boy. Boy.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's fun. Isn't it, boy?
Ugh.
There is something I could do and possibly hit 2 things at once, but then I also hit Duzon in the process.
Is it?
Ooh.
It could be.
Okay. No, I was gonna say don't do it.
We'll just
I was gonna say bite the bullet and do it because I'm a tanky boy, but maybe
mean-
not.
4d6 damage with a chance if you crit fail you get clumsy. I don't think you want that.
Rory knows a lot about clumsy.
Yeah.
Would not recommend.
I'll just make a 2-action blast
Okay.
on the other one next to me.
Your attack penalty does count because you already made one of the last.
Right, because it was free. Because I got the free one from channel.
Yep, and now this is your second attack, so -5.
Okay. It's 5. It's 5. So does a 25 hit?
Yes.
Okay. And then I get to add my Constitution modifier. Oh! Poor boy.
Oh!
Poor boy. He's taking 20 vitality damage.
Damn.
Jeez.
I rolled max and I 2 actions, so I add my con mod.
Yep. And that is your turn, correct?
Yep.
Little Flame sees this one here attacking his best friend Duzon.
How badly are these mummies reacting to the vitality?
They hate the fire more.
Fair enough.
But they're not reacting well. They seem to be taking quite a bit of damage.
Lovely, lovely. Jubbly.
Alright, Little Flame's a little mad that these guys are attacking his friend.
My only friend.
Scorching Column!
Ooh.
With an upward
Overflow.
gesture,
Ouch.
with an upward gesture, you
Ooh,
shape a
no.
vertical column of extreme heat. The cylinder is 10 foot in diameter with a 30-foot high. The bottom must be within 60 feet of you. Each creature in the area takes 3d6 fire damage. The flame remains briefly, making all subsequent things in the column hazardous terrain. So, 10 foot in diameter. I need a square.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
Yeah, I can't fire yet.
That's 5 foot diameter. That's 10 foot diameter. Duzon, you see as vroom, a column of flame scorches up in front of you.
Oh my.
And Little Flame's aura goes down temporarily.
Oh,
That's what happens when you overflow.
makes sense.
In return, this thing needs to make a reflex save, right?
For Scorching Column.
Reflex save, yes.
Yeah, most kineticist feats are reflex.
It got a 17 plus 7, which is 24, which fails. Five, 10, 16 points of fire damage. A creature takes 5 damage each time it moves onto one of the squares, and each time it starts its turn in the fire. So he takes 16 fire damage. He has weakness 5. That pumps that damage up to 21 points of fire damage. You see as the fire damages this thing so badly that bits of its armor crumble off. and it starts to reveal the true mummy face behind the sarcophagus helmet it was wearing. That's Little Flame's turn. Duzon, you're up.
I don't know if I want to attack the flaming one in fear of me catching on fire, being, you know, a being of wood and all.
I have water. You'll be fine.
Okay. I'm gonna attack the one.
I literally have a thing that can
I also
give
have.
you resistance to fire.
I also have a thing of holy water.
I mean, I don't think you need holy water to quench your fire, but you know.
That's true. Well, first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and I am gonna raise my shield, so that way I can get my armor class to where I want it. And then I'm gonna whack this one.
Okay.
Hey, look.
What'd you get?
Hold on, I'm rolling.
Okay.
27.
Wait, a 27, that is a critical hit.
I crit again?
Their AC
you
is
do.
17.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the only reason I didn't crit was because I had that -5.
I got an 11 on the die. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Alright. That's So that's 26 bludgeoning.
Jesus.
Ooh.
So as they go prone, you see their armor for their face and chest just completely gets smashed away by your hammer.
Oh my.
The entire, like, mummy, zombie, like, bits of flesh falling off, an eyeball popping out, their mouth and gums are completely rotted back, all you see is teeth.
Duzon at first feels bad for this, but then realizes these are undead, so he's technically fulfilling his contract.
Not 26.
Making progress on fulfilling it.
14. This thing is now clumsy, enfeebled, and prone before you.
I'm gonna go ahead and finish it
When we're
off.
not in combat, I will start to recall. When we're not in combat, I will try to recall knowledge about mummies.
Alright, and then I believe is a -1 for. Okay, I know what it is.
Is a -5 for your next attack, but because you have a +1 weapon, it's only -4.
What is it for the third attack then?
For your
Minus
third attack,
90.
it's -10.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. 22.
Yeah, that hits. Especially because
Alright.
his armor's broken away and falling off.
And that is 15 bludgeoning.
He dead.
You dead.
He dead again.
So what happens is you slam your hammer into this thing's chest, its armor falls to pieces, it lands prone on the floor. You raise your hammer up into the air and just crush its head beneath your hammer.
Nice.
That is
my
all
turn.
you can do, correct?
I raise my shield and then attack twice.
Alright, Rari, it is your turn. Your lightning breath recharges.
All right. Yep.
There are 3 mummies. One on fire, one near you, one near you.
So I'm gonna take my first action to stride and get into flanking position for this here mummy. And then, just as a reminder, with Sky Thunder, what boons do I have access to at this current moment?
All of them.
All of them? All right.
I believe I said you had access to all of them because you succeeded the ritual
Yeah.
in every way possible.
All right, wonderful. So for my last two actions, then, I'm going to activate the Holy Light effect of Sky Sunder. This creates a bright light in a 30-foot emanation around the item, essentially me at this point. Evil creatures in the area are frightened 1 and can't lower their frightened value below 1 as long as they remain in the light. Unfortunately, they are not fiends, so the fiend effect does not take effect.
You said 30 feet?
Yep.
And how long does this last? Is that instant or?
So it lasts for a minute, and I could sustain it up for, I believe, an additional minute if I'm reading this correctly.
Oh, you cannot see that color. Let me change that color. That's better.
Yeah. So now that the mummy is now inflicted with the frightened condition.
So they don't even get a saving throw against that. It's just boom, frightened.
Yeah. Nope. No save.
Okay, that's interesting.
As long as they are evil, they are affected.
They are in fact evil because they are mummies.
Evil. But that takes up all of my actions because I needed to get within range. To do something else next turn.
Alright, then that means it is the mummy's turn. At the start of its turn, it takes 5 fire damage, which it has weakness 5 to, so it goes down to 9 health.
Oh my. Well,
Its wraps around itself are actively catching fire.
Mummy has a bad day.
It's gonna try and move to here, Rari.
Oh no!
Duzon, you can use your reaction to attempt an attack.
Okay.
You do have opportunity attack, right? I remember you picking
I
that.
do, yes. Hold on, wait. Yes!
It is currently striding away from you, so I believe that triggers that.
Okay. Would it just be plus 12, I think?
Yes.
Okay, plus 12. Word. Oh my, that is a 30.
That crits. You, I believe at this point, minimum damage will just straight up kill it.
If that's what we're going with, I'm down.
It has 9 health. What is your minimum damage doubled?
Actually, no, that actually might be true, because it's 2d10 plus 12 would be minimum damage.
So yeah, minimum damage kills it.
Yeah, that would kill it.
Fair enough.
Rari was like, as soon as Rari is like seeing that his opponent is moving behind him, Rari's like preparing to nimble dodge, react out of the way, and then all of a sudden, I hear just the crunching of the undead. Just okay.
He gets to about here before Duzon squishes him.
Noise.
This mummy is going to attack you, Rari.
Okay.
So first things first, it's going to move here, and then it's going to attack you twice.
All right. Fair.
Does a 23 hit, Rari?
Let's see. That meets my armor class. It does hit.
You take 12 points of bludgeoning, or is it 12 or 11? It is 11.
Okay.
You take
11
11 points of
damage.
bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a fortitude saving throw, DC 16.
All right. That is a 29.
Alright, you critically succeed. You are immune to lesser mummy rot for the rest of the day.
Woo!
It is then going to attack you again.
All right.
A 18 is not enough to hit you.
Nope.
This mummy is dead. This mummy is still alive. It's going to attack you, Cyrus.
Yep. It's right here.
28 to hit.
Just hits.
Just hits. Damn. What? How high is your
Well,
armor
no,
class?
not just hit. No, it hits. It hits. It just hits. I don't know. My brain's not working. I had to work earlier today. My brain's not working.
You're
I have
fine.
AC 23. I have AC 23. I don't get
So,
crit.
oh yeah. So just hits in the sense that it just ordinary damage, not crit.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Got you. Got you.
I need
got
to
you.
mentally be more specific. It made sense in my mind and not in my mouth.
You take
Yeah,
7
that's-
points of bludgeoning
that's
damage, and I
true.
need you to make a fortitude saving throw, DC 16.
Oh, well, even if I roll a natural 1, I automatically succeed that.
Oh, even if you roll a natural 1, you still get 17?
I have plus 17 fortitude because I have master.
Damn! How are you have a...
Kineticism!
No.
You're a master in fortitude saves?
From Kineticist, from level 7.
Oh, okay then.
That is true,
Kinetic
yeah.
durability.
Alright
And when
then,
I roll if I roll success, I automatically succeed.
so you are automatically immune to lesser mummy rot for the rest of the 24 hours.
If it's worth anything, that was a 29.
The second attack misses. And the third attack is a...
It's got a meter beat of 23.
I know, it's at a minus 10, so, it got 18, so it misses.
Okay, what was the first damage?
Oh, 7 bludgeoning.
7. Okay. About to accidentally give myself more.
That mummy is dead, which means it is your turn, Cyrus.
Doesn't it know its actions have consequences?
Oh, it's also frightened because it's in the light barrier. I didn't even notice
Yep.
that.
No worries.
Let's see. So let's make a 2-action elemental blast. Oh damn! 30 total.
To hit?
2 hit.
Yeah, that's a crit.
His actions have consequences.
Indeed.
So, let's see. So yeah, target takes double damage.
Double the damage.
So Cyrus, I did end up making a mistake earlier and saying that the DC was 16 because this thing is frightened 1. The DC was in fact 15.
Oh.
Even easier.
Yeah.
These are lesser mummies. They are literally meant to just patrol the town.
So, 28 vitality.
Oh, so it's dead.
Damn, it's just dead.
It only had 20 health left.
Whoop. Yeah, I kill it with power of life. Okay.
By the time you're done with these things, they look like just regular corpses. They don't even look like mummies anymore.
Okay.
You just
And then-
imbued them with so much life you undid their mummification.
Is that
Damn.
your turn, Cyrus?
I still have one action, so I will. Wait, I think I have. I will drink a healing potion. I think I have one action. I have a minor healing potion.
Okay, you do that. Little Flame. Step.
I heal to full.
Oh, good.
Thank you, minor healing potion.
Rari, you see as he steps behind the zombie, rubs his hands together
Oh, nice.
as he casts Ignite.
Ooh.
Which he can do innately because he's a fire elemental.
Zombie snarls. Little Flame.
And talk make a foomfa.
Just touches the zombie. Touches the mummy. You're on fire now.
No, literally just, the mummy is just like, "Rah!" Entok, make a foomfa, touch.
Touch.
So he gets a +9 to this attack.
Okay.
It's even funnier because no one else can understand Little Flame but me.
What you hear is, you're gonna burn now.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's menacing.
That's a
Yeah.
23, which is a hit.
Okay then.
Little Flame's a bit of a
Let's go,
menace.
Little Flame.
Little Flame now gets to deal 5d6 fire damage.
5d6. Oh, bro, that thing is cooked.
So
Well,
what
that's when
Ignition
you use high-power
is
spells.
Ignition has two modes. He can either cast it at range, in which it does 5d4, or he can touch you with it and it deals 5d6.
I mean, that makes sense. Contact versus. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense.
Alright, so that's 22 fire damage.
Oh.
+5, because these things are weak to fire, so that's 27 fire damage.
Wow. Still standing?
It
Or
is still standing.
barely? Okay.
Probably barely standing.
Well, that's good for Rari.
It is at... So
It's not gonna
20...
take- It's not gonna take much given Duzon's repeated crits against these mummies.
Yeah.
Well, when he can crit against them on the lower half of the die,
Yeah. It becomes
mean,
increasingly tricky. But anywho.
Little Flame isn't done yet, though.
He's
That was
got
only like either only
two
one
actions?
action or two actions.
Yeah.
That was 2 actions.
So he still
Okay,
has
so he's
three
got one left.
Yeah, he still has one. Which is enough for a kinetic blast.
Honestly? Yeah, Kinetic Blast.
It's
Just-
enough. You don't necessarily need to add your Constitution bonus for damage. You could just take the raw damage of 2d8, and that's still pretty solid.
Add your Strength modifier to the damage roll for a melee elemental blast.
Which Little Flame is quite high. Mine is not.
Because he has expertise in this and his strength, yeah, he would get a +15.
Oh.
Although this is his second attack, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Does actually no, it does.
Depends on Ignition counting as an attack.
Ignition is an attack.
Action. Okay. Yeah, so if it's an attack action, then that's probably counts. But if it's like a spell, then it probably doesn't.
Yeah, Ignition is an attack action.
Yeah, so in that case,
I'd say it most like.
Yeah.
So instead of +15, he only gets +10.
Yeah.
He still only needs a 5 or higher to hit. Which he gets a 19, so that's a crit.
And Zombo Mummy dead.
So that's 2d6 fire damage doubled.
Yeah.
5, and 8 doubled is 16, plus 5 is 21 points of damage. This thing is ash.
Upon it turning to cinders, Rari is going to disengage the aura.
As you guys finish off the last of the zombies, people run screaming. There's mass panic in the town now.
So, what did we learn, Duzon, about stirring public hysteria? The people need to be calmed down.
Is this enough mass panic to attract the leader's attention?
Which, I mean, it also would make sense because some of his mummies just went down too.
Hell yes it is. Alright.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, great.
He's not right here, right here.
You hear
Yeah.
a booming, echoing, enough!
Of course.
Of course it is.
And this is why you don't piss off the cultists.
Clearly, this is bad. We need not make it worse.
A morphing shadow of light and shadow kind of combining. And you see this appear before you.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no.
What the f-
Great. Wonderful. Duzon, why?
Oh, okay, that's big.
Alright.
So you hear this loud booming, enough! As this dark cloud of light and shadow coalesces and reduces down to a humanoid form. Not that big, obviously, but that was just for so you could see.
Yeah, I know.
When it was originally as big as.
Shrinks it down to actual size. No less threatening.
What is going on here? He addresses all of you.
Alright. I need to think about this. I need to think.
Yes, Duzon.
A little flame approaches.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I mean, he's speaking Pyric, so this guy cannot understand a word he's saying.
Translate
Can I
for-
bend down to Little Flame and be like,
What is he saying? What is he saying?
Little Flame is just kind of like pointing at him, just Ula pantusta akrasta fucking hesats. Meanwhile, it's like, why'd you have these guys attack us? All he said was that you're worshiping your god in the wrong way.
He wants to know why your mummy's attacked.
Why? Because there was a heresy spoken among you.
do I try to lie to him? Out of character.
Do you?
Do I? Well, I'm gonna ask this first.
I wasn't even there for the heresy
Here,
part, so I
alright,
don't even
here,
know what triggered it.
I'm gonna say,
And with whom are we speaking to?
I am the great leader of these people. He kind of like bows before you.
Great leader. It is an honor to meet you. And I apologize for the appearance of the ground before you.
what to say next?
You apologize, and he's like, apologies are... You have terrified my town. You have killed my guard. How do you intend to make up for these things that you have done?
How do I intend? How would I do so?
Duzon. What is your will DC?
Oh no.
That is a 14. My will DC is
14. Oh no.
No, that's not right. Your will DC is whatever your will save is plus 10, so it's definitely not 14.
So it's 24.
Yeah, it is.
That's 24 then.
Oh,
Plus 10.
is it?
Plus
Oh,
10.
my DC.
Your
DC.
DC,
Okay, yeah,
your DC,
it is
your
24 then.
modifier.
24 then, yeah.
Okay. That's a lot better. Cause I was about to
You're
say,
scaring me.
Duzon, if it was a DC of 14, he automatically critically succeeds.
Okay. Well, so it's the modifier plus 10, right?
Yes, the modifier plus 10.
Okay, so yeah, it's 24.
Wait. I have a question, Dawn.
Yes.
Since I still have my aura up, could I get closer to Duzon and move my aura?
Yeah, you could do that.
I'm gonna move it ever so closely to encompass our little great leader over here.
He sees the light shining from your dagger. And he kind of like winces a little bit before sending his hand out, and a shadow envelops your dagger. Your aura's gone.
Oh.
Interesting. Yeah, so how do I get rid of it? Or did you do it?
I got it.
Okay.
I should have gotten it.
Yeah, you did.
Not on my end.
It
So let's
doesn't
fix
show
it
on my
on my end.
screen
There we
either.
go.
Oh, there we go.
Anyway, back to Duzon. He gets a 28 to beguile you.
Oh.
Okay.
He gets to, as the DM, I get to ask you, the player, one question, because unfortunately he did not critically succeed. He only got a 28.
Okay.
One question, and you have to tell me the truth.
Oh. Golly.
Because he'll know if
like-
he'll know
So
if you're
there's no
lying.
save. I already failed to save. I have to tell the truth.
You have to tell the
Yeah.
truth, because you failed.
Could I bend the truth and not technically lie?
You can bend the truth,
But you can't outright lie.
but you
just
cannot
can't
outright lie.
It can't. It just can't be a lie.
It can't be a lie.
Like for example, if let's say I have like 3 apples in a bucket, and the question is, you know, how many apples are in the bucket? If I said some, that would technically
Not a
be
lie.
truthful.
That's
It's
not a lie. That would be truthful, yeah.
But if you said there was no apples in the bucket,
You know
that's
what?
an outright lie.
That's right. All right. Okay.
It's basically zone of truth logic.
Okay.
Hey, Duzon. Why are you here?
Oh God.
Being
That's what he asks.
being
That's what
unspecific.
I, the DM, am asking you. Why are you here?
I'll be right back, guys.
Why am I here?
I was so hoping he would succeed in this, because this makes things fun.
I can't outright just say. I don't want to outright just say, I'm here because the god told me to slay some undead. Oh,
You can be non-specific.
I can be non-specific.
But yeah,
You just gotta be
Duzon,
truthful as to why you're here.
what happens is this like shadowy figure of light and shadow just kind of leans into your eyes and just like, why are you here?
He can only ask me one question.
One that you're forced to tell the truth with.
One
He can
that I'm
keep
forced
asking
to tell.
He can keep asking you questions, but you can outright lie on other things. This one you can't avoid.
I need to brainstorm to think about what I could do here to get us out of the situation.
Notice.
What do you think of the interrogation music, Duzon?
Let me listen up.
Hey Don, I realized I made a mistake last session.
How so?
Apparently my detect magic got heightened from being level 7.
Say again?
So my detect magic got to the heightened 4th rank.
Oh, nice.
So it's actually much more specific now.
For consistency's sake, I'm just gonna say you only got the information you have right now.
Well, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, I basically get detect magic basically now is in imprecise sense.
I have an idea, but I want to talk it over with the players.
Sure.
So, the question, why are you here?
Right.
He didn't specify the city. For all I know, he could be talking about, why am I in the world? So what I could simply say is, I was awoken.
That is true. That is why you're here on the planet. He should have been more specific in how he asked the question.
Yeah. Well,
It's worth a shot.
I think that's probably the best I could get with it. It's technically not lying.
The alternative is like
Any other question after that?
I was
could
given a
lie.
quest.
True. Or either that,
if
or
you
I'm
first say
here
it
to,
doesn't work.
or either that, or I'm here to settle a debt.
That too.
That's
Yeah,
true
I
too.
don't want to do that because then he could be like, "What debt?" and then I'd have to lie or end up telling the truth.
Right. So I think your safest bet, honestly, would be to go with I was awakened.
Okay, yeah.
Genie the question.
So Don, I look this thing in its eye and I go,
I was awoken in a forest.
What were you awoken by?
I do not know.
Make me a deception check.
Please be good.
deception is not my strong suit.
Your DC is 22.
Whoa.
Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
The DC is 22? Rari, can I get a help action?
Sure.
If you can, because my deception is only a +1.
I could definitely do that for you. What does help do?
Excuse me one moment.
Help. Or no, is it aid? Is that what it's called now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Oh, okay. First off, how bad is it, bro?
My deception modifier is a +1. The DC is a
Oh my God,
the
be so
DC
for
is
real.
22.
So without a natural 20,
Even if I did a nat
even
20,
if you did,
I would be 1 short.
I am an expert in deception, so
With that,
the most I would be able to offer you is a +2.
that right?
Yeah.
Cause like I'll honestly take that.
Yeah. If I was a master, it'd be a +3, and if I'm legendary, it's a +4. I'm currently a master in stealth, not deception.
Okay.
But I would need to Oh, and it'd have to be my turn too. It's a reaction, though. Wait a minute. I'm a little confused with how the aid action works. But the reaction rather. But we will see what happens. I mean,
Stop dying.
I'm trying, bro.
Yeah, here it is. So, aid, it's a reaction. An ally is about to use an action that requires a skill check or attack roll. Requirements: allies is willing to accept your aid, and have prepared to help. Try to help ally with task. To use reaction, but first prepare to help, usually by using an action during your turn. You have to explain how you're going, exactly how you're going to help, and they determine whether you can aid.
So it would be contingent on my turn and initiative.
That, and also the way you're helping.
And I would have to use an action. So you are already deploying the skill. So I'm guessing that means I can't aid you. Unless the DM overrules that.
If we're out of combat initiative at the moment, then you'd be fine.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know how he's gonna flavor that if he allows it.
I don't see why he wouldn't, because right now it's a discussion.
Right.
We'll see.
I mean,
Hello.
hello.
So, Duzon, have
We're
you had
fi-
enough time to discuss?
We're figuring out the aid action for Rari.
So
For the
Duzon's turning to me for a little bit of assistance and getting
Unfortunately, I'm going to rule
right.
that you should have done this before he actually spoke.
Right. Well, that was more of a Peter thing, but
That's
yeah,
right, yeah.
I got you.
we tried. So Don, I'm gonna be real with you. My deception is only a +1.
Okay.
Oh God.
So how
So
badly
even if
did
I
you
got-
fail?
Okay, I'll roll. Don't crit fail, don't crit fail, don't crit fail. Oh, okay. So I have a dirty 20.
Okay. So you don't crit fail. You still fail, but you don't crit fail.
Oh, okay.
Alright. I can get.
This is the best
That
result
is
you
the
can ask
better of
for.
the two. Right.
Oh, yeah.
He kind of just takes a step back, like, well, that's not right. Things don't typically just spontaneously awaken. I'm gonna have him roll something.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Does this person know who Borealis is?
Oh no. Oh no.
It also could be contingent on, like, how well does he know the race of Leshies and just they are nature spirits, which means a druid could have done it, a god could have done it. There's a lot of ways it could have happened.
Yup. So he's going to roll his religion to see if he knows where you came from.
Wouldn't it be nature?
Nope, he's rolling religion because he's thinking gods.
What gave him gods at the moment? Because Rari's the only one with a god thing. Everyone else is just elemental, nature spirit, like just. there's a whole lot of nature in this general vicinity.
Yeah, but then again, aren't leshies typically smaller than what Duzon is?
You can call it a
By
hunch.
a long shot.
So
By a
call it a
long
hunch.
shot. Leshies are typically small. Like, when I say small, I mean like small potted plant size.
yeah. So I mean, a giant leshie is a bit suspicious.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't just happen. I don't think.
No, it's the alternatives are created by God or created by a very powerful druid
Yeah. Like,
or a green man.
Arc druid. Yeah.
There are other ways of it, but other than God, but they are few. They are quite few.
Right.
This shadow figure kind of sits there contemplating there for a little bit of a moment.
While he's doing
Duzon,
that,
what
I'm
is
trying to
your
get a read on his
perception
magic.
DC? Duzon, what is your perception DC? In fact, what is everyone's perception DC?
Ooh,
22.
Okay.
22,
my
and
perception
my familiars is
DC
21.
25.
Modifier plus 10, right?
Yep.
Yep.
22.
Everyone other than Duzon, subtract 2 from your DC.
Oh.
Subtract 2.
20.
Okay.
20 and
So
19.
that would be 23 for my DC.
Alright then. He stops thinking, and you're like, you know what? Seeing as you're new here to this country, to this town, I'll be benevolent and forgive your transgressions against me, my people, and my guards. He, with a wave of his hand, shadows kind of go out and go over all of the mummified bodies and then just sink them into the sand. But
Well,
You-
the ash piles,
the ash piles, the
and-
fresh corpses, all of the dead things, they sink into the sand as shadows envelop them. But I leave you with this warning. Heresy, he eyes Duzon, he eyes Rari, is not taken lightly here.
He like kneels before him and he goes, well, not kneel, but he like bows his head and he goes,
I was not aware of your customs, and you have my formal apology and assurance it will never happen again.
So noted.
While he's been here, I've been trying to get a read on his like magical prowess capabilities.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'm scared of what he got on that roll if he knows who Borealis is.
Woohoo!
We'll never know.
I'm scared.
Natural 20 for a 34 total.
Oh my.
Expert
pretty nice.
Arcana.
Unfortunately, you cannot get a read on the type of magic he's using.
My? Oh my.
A natural 20 up to 34. That's oh wow. His Arcana DC is that.
It's not that you can't tell, it's just that you're getting one thing, and then another, and then another, and then another, and then another, to the point where your arcane sense is
information overload.
overwhelmed with all these different kinds of magics just clashing around this person.
I can pinpoint the most powerful one though. If there's one that stands out above the rest, I can pinpoint.
They are all equally powerful.
Damn.
Yikes.
At least as far as you can tell.
Okay, so Can I at least get like a rank or a level?
12.
Oh damn, that is actually scary.
Ooh. Ooh.
Well, that's the answer there. I don't need to know what he's using. I just know it is definitely
Far
outside
beyond
our. Okay. Keep that
All right.
information in my back pocket.
I'll make sure that we respect your customs.
Good. Now, let's try and meet again on better standings.
We certainly shall.
With that, the form of shadowy, cloudy light dissipates.
Okay.
Our suspicions are confirmed.
Yes. But maybe a little more discretion next time?
Yes. Let us move.
Something... We need to find a place to talk in private. I don't trust what's going on here.
Neither do I. He knew something. Too much.
Very clear he's quite a learned person.
For those of you whispering, please make stealth checks.
Thank goodness I'm a master in stealth.
Oh, fuck.
I got a whopping 35.
Oh, it's not 20. Oh.
24. At the very least, I said something that was complimentary. So, even if someone does hear me, it just sounds like I'm giving him a compliment.
Noted. Thank you.
But I got 24.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm the lowest right now on that one.
Yeah, because Duzon got a natural 20, right?
Well, plus whatever his stealth is, so if
Yes, so that's plus 2, so that's 22.
Oh,
Yeah, but with crit success, with a nat 20, I think it moves you one stage of success higher, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that's not guaranteed.
No? Oh, okay. I know it's for certain things that it happens that way.
Yeah, if it says so,
yeah.
but Duzon doesn't
Right.
have any of those skills in stealth.
Right. Me being the rogue, I'm like, oh yeah, I get that.
Yeah, but Duzon is a giant
Or something
tree man in
close. Yeah.
like full plate mail
Right.
armor.
subtlety
Yeah.
is not his middle name.
No, it would not be.
Alright, now what do you guys do? You have just been confronted by the leader of this town and told to be wary.
We've been threatened to play nice.
You've been threatened to play nice.
Well,
Well, they have. I actually have not. I was actually not threatened. I was just sitting there.
Yeah, you were just sitting there. Rari and
just-
Duzon were threatened to play
I
nice.
and that was really because of my weapon radiating as
Yep.
such.
Oh,
Your weapon drew attention to
I
you.
didn't contribute to the heresy.
speaking of, the shadows are still on your weapon.
Hey. Shadow. My weapon still has shadows on it.
They'll go away in the next 20 minutes.
Okay.
I can spend 10 minutes to identify it.
Take a
I
look.
I'm trained enough in Arcana, I could spend 10 minutes just like watching it and I'd try to identify particulars.
Go ahead. Roll your Arcana.
Let's see. Oops. It's cocked. 29.
You take the time to really pick apart this spell and what makes it up. And this ultimately boils down to a really strong and empowered version of darkness. He essentially casted a targeted darkness spell instead of a big area effects darkness spell.
Okay. And he's maintaining concentration on it.
He is currently maintaining concentration on it.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be an ongoing effect. Interesting use of the spell.
So, why is there shadows?
Magical darkness.
Okay.
That's pretty much all there is to it. He shrouded the dagger in magic darkness. A very localized version of the spell compared to the normal usage.
Right.
Cyrus, because of your magical background and knowledge, the only people you are aware that can manipulate the arcane to this level are wizards.
Okay. I can definitely tell you from his usage of the spell that he is a wizard.
Right.
It's not the wizard.
Based on your descriptions of the wizard that has caused you so much grief, that wizard sounds insane. That he's gone mad. And is quite clearly gone mad. The Great One is quite still has his wits about him if he's able to, interrogate you properly?
That is true.
Yes, very true.
Such targeted questions don't sound like the mad ravings of a lunatic.
Either way,
So,
No, they're the pointed tongue of a scholar who knows what they're talking about.
this being might not want us to complete our mission then, considering who he has as a royal guard.
Well, the
well,
goddess did say someone was disrupting that border. I think it's quite clear who it is.
fellas, we need to be discreet. We just caused an uproar. I think this conversation needs to be taken elsewhere. When you're in my line of work, discretion is everything.
And
We just
discretion is the
made
better
a
part of valor in the king's court, but you don't see me.
And
Let's find somewhere to talk. The small one is right.
let us not disturb these people any further. So, where to? Let's see, what would Rari do to, maybe navigate?
From last time, would I know if, like, detaching one of the talismans from its, like, hanging point would disrupt whatever ritual's going on?
It very well could, depending on the purpose of the talisman.
So the most I know is it's perpetuating some large-scale illusion and enchantment.
So, Rari is gonna try and use a society roll to find a more discreet place away from peering eyes and ears.
You're gonna use society for this?
Yes. If not, I'm open to other suggestions per your ruling.
If you're gonna use society for this, it's gonna be a DC 30.
Ooh. Okay, so if I use, say, my perception then?
DC 30.
Still 30, okay.
There's only really one stat that's gonna get you a slightly lower DC, and that's your underworld knowledge, and that'll get you a DC of 28 instead of 30.
Well, I could always try.
Keep in mind, Rari has never been to this country before.
True. Right.
Most of what I know about this country is books.
So I will attempt the lore underworld check. Okay, that is a 29, so I don't get there.
No,
Oh wait, no,
29
29
means
passes. Oh wait, yeah. My brain was like,
DC's
oh
28.
wait, because DC 30 was for everything other than that. Oh, yay.
So, Rari,
Yes.
you're trying to think of something, anything, somewhere where you might think that this person doesn't have eyes or ears. And initially, you can't think of anything at all. Just straight up.
Right.
Straight
The
up.
most I could do is look for a blind spot in the ritual.
But then, it's almost like a whisper inside of your own head. In your own voice. It's kind of just like... I'm trying to think of where would just like... A whisper in your own mind, in your own voice. It's just kind of like the fringes, the fringes of town, the deserts, their crypts. Those are often silent and barren.
The crypts. We need to find a burial ground. The fringes of society is the only way to get some true quiet after such a riveting moment. We need to find some sort of just area. But with the stir that we caused, it's very unlikely the people are going to help us.
Well,
So,
didn't Duzon get a bit of an answer out of that one person?
The burial grounds are in some form of cave, and only the great leader would know exactly where it is.
and after that foreboding warning, or gracious warning, I'm not so certain he'd be willing to help us after causing such a stir. Mercy and all, I wouldn't if I were in his shoes. So that leaves us with very limited options to find caves or tombs.
Well, we're in the desert. There shouldn't be too many around here. And realistically speaking, if he is raising the undead, it shouldn't be hard to find it.
I suppose.
Can you guys make stealth checks for me again?
Yes.
Seeing as you still have yet to find a quiet place, quote unquote.
Ooh, better than last time. Far better than last time.
That is a 31.
30.
Okay, that's a 14.
Rory, you
Well,
said you
these
got
are
a
the-
31.
Yeah,
I
Rory
got a 31.
I got a 30. And Duzon hasn't really actually talked.
And Duzon
specifically
hasn't
about-
spoken.
I'm gonna say Duzon hasn't spoken at all, it's just been you two.
Okay.
Yeah. And Little Flame is obviously, if
Not
he is
talking.
speaking in all of Pyric and no one can understand a word he's saying except me.
Yeah, he's not really talking. He doesn't have much to add to this conversation. Although, Rari, Cyrus, and especially you, Duzon, feel like this whole conversation has just been heard or seen somehow.
Oh, even past 30 and 31.
Oh, great.
May we make haste.
Would Detect Magic reveal anything?
That's a good question, actually.
Provided it's not an illusion of higher than 5th rank. Because I can automatically detect illusions 4th rank and lower because my detect magic is high enough.
This would be non-magical.
Oh, so
So
well, I
detect
can also
magic.
register the absence of magic too.
The
Okay.
absence of magic is everywhere here. You're in a desert.
Mm-hmm. So,
Other than like the most basic natural levels of magic and mana that are found in plants and living beings, you're not getting.
Everywhere.
So, could I make a perception check to see if I notice exactly who might have been eavesdropping?
Absolutely.
All right. That is a natural 20 plus 15, so that is a 35. Yeah, 35. Yeah, math. That works.
Standing in the alleyway between a couple of the buildings is one of the mummies.
Another mummy.
And it's
He
just
looks towards the mummy.
it's just watching you.
I'm just watching it in curiosity.
Stare direct.
I'm just, observing.
Keep a move on.
Yeah. Rory is gonna head away.
Out of town
Mm-hmm.
a bit.
Sure.
Are you gonna
Whatever
try and
will give
move
us the
stealthily, or are you
confidence to
just
talk.
going to move?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that again?
Are you going to move stealthily, or are you just going to walk normally?
I am gonna gesture to the party to be cautious. I won't even utter a word. And
we are going. Oh, at least I am going to move cautiously. If they don't heed my warning, then that is completely fair and up to them.
Fortunately, with group stealth, I believe you take the highest stealth modifier.
I think it usually group goes by the weakest link.
Oh, does it? Oh, I found some. Follow the expert. So if you're all following Rari in this stealth movement, you can use follow the expert.
Okay.
For follow the expert, choose an ally while attempting a reoccurring skill check, such as exploring, climbing, performing a different exploration tactic, or stealth. Like avoiding notice. The ally must be at least expert in that spell, and must be willing to provide assistance. While following the expert, you match their tactics and attempt similar skill checks. Thanks to your ally's assistance, you can add your level as proficiency bonus to the associated skill check even if you are untrained. Additionally, you gain a circumstance bonus to a skill check based on your ally's proficiency.
I am master in stealth.
Which
so that would be
would
+3.
Yeah, which would be +3. So not only do you get to add your level as proficiency bonus, you also get to add your level +3.
Okay.
So yeah, I am going to avoid notice as we continue our way.
Then I need to make everybody roll for stealth.
You get to add a +10 to this because of Rari.
Okay, I'll take that.
I'm already trained in stealth, so that's even bigger.
That is a 35 for me. And 35. Well, do I add the +3 to myself, or is
No.
no, that's already factored in my stealth.
Yeah, you're
factored in
just
my
using your
stealth
stealth.
Yeah,
I got a 26.
35.
Oh, it's because I'm trained, so it doesn't actually override my proficiency. So my proficiency's higher, so I just take that. But I do still get the +3. Okay.
Yes.
Am I interpreting that correctly?
You must be...
I'm trained in stealth. My proficiency bonus is +9, so I wouldn't get the extra level as proficiency, would I?
So
I
Not untrained.
wait. So
No, it says you add,
got your
you can,
roll.
thanks to your ally's assistance, you can add your level as proficiency to the associated skill check, even if you're untrained. So yes, you do.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you get that too. Yeah.
Even if you're trained, even if you're untrained, even if whatever.
Right. It's regardless of the fact. of
Bonuses.
training.
So, totaling with the bonuses, that tallies up to 39.
Holy crud!
Yeah, it turns out Rory's really good at stealth, and you following his lead makes you also really good at stealth.
It's even better.
Duzon, what did
I
you
no
say you
longer
got?
regret-
Because I know you were the lowest in the party.
I got 26.
Okay. You feel the eyes lose you, and you are officially undetected as a group.
My littlest buddy has just been in his little pouch. He has not been interacting yet.
Okay.
That's where he was last session. That's where he remains at the moment.
While you guys decide what you want to do, I will be right back.
Okay. So, Rari wants to find a crypt. He will inform you once we're out of eyes and ears and shot.
Well, we
That
just
a
get out of
mummy-
eyes.
Yeah, but I mean the ears too. We
Yeah.
need to be completely out of perception range. Because in order
Yeah.
for Rari to inform you of what he wants to inform you about, I can't take any chances.
I mean, once we get out to like actual desert, we're pretty much out in the open, so moving stealthily is going to be
Yeah.
really
Well, yeah.
difficult.
Well, moving stealthily in a bunch of dunes of sand, like moving wise, yeah. Stealth wise, maybe not.
Depending.
It depends
Very
on how
least, if
we
it's
go
windy.
about it.
If it's windy
Right.
enough, our footsteps will get covered automatically, so we don't have to bother covering our
Right.
tracks.
But ultimately, because Rari has an idea, and Rari, obviously seeing all that, needs to get to the bottom of this. So yeah, when we get to the crypts, that will probably be where Rari is most comfortable to talk openly about what our next steps might have to involve. But when we're out of the town limits, we can talk about. Rari can inform the party that that they were observed by the mummy, and likely we're going to have to proceed with caution as the guards may investigate these crypts. Because I'm sure they would have access or knowledge of the crypts. So yeah, I had so many different ideas until the public distress happened. Yeah, thank goodness we didn't get mummy disease.
Well, yeah. I mean, I literally can't. Even on the bat, unless I'm already enfeebled, I literally can't.
Right.
All right, have you guys decided what you want to do now that you are officially undetected?
Rari is. I don't know where Duzon went, so I don't know what.
I'm here.
Okay, so are we in agreement that we're moving out of the city limits,
Yes.
so to speak?
Anywhere that can
All
get
right,
us a private place to talk.
Right, talk freely.
What direction are you guys going?
Well, the only way Rari would think of is like back to the gates where they came from is probably the safest direction to go.
Yeah, but what I mean is, once you are outside of town, what direction on a map are you going?
Gotcha. What direction? You know what? We could put this to a roll.
Oh, done. Bet.
Because I honestly have no clue.
That was so quick on
coordinate.
hearing bet. Oh god.
Because, like, again, full disclosure, Rari doesn't really. I mean, Rari knows the cardinal directions. It's just like, but where would a crypt lie in a desert? He's used to like tombs in cities and like ancient crypts like in forests. These are neither of those.
Well, I might be able to call upon my knowledges. I mean, I'm a master at nature. I'm trained in survival. I'm trained in society. Between all three of those things, I should, in theory, be able to get a beat about it.
If you want to, you can. Otherwise, I'm gonna put it up to a roll. Because
I'll probably be rolling.
Please let me roll for this. Please.
I don't know whether that excitement comes from, oh boy, Robert / Rari messed up bad and it's time to go, or this is actually something great that could possibly help, or we're lost in the desert for good. So, what do you want to do to kind of assist me in picking a direction?
If I look at the terrain a good bit, knowing it's mostly dunes, would I be able to identify any nearby rock outcroppings that could have led to a cave or something that'd be more conducive to building a burial ground?
Sure, give it a try.
And the environments. What skill would this be?
Well, seeing as you're using the environment, I'd go with nature.
Okay, cool. I'm a master at nature. That's my best. That's my best score.
All right.
Oh damn.
Is it?
No, this is a good. Oh damn.
Oh, okay.
So
Scaring me out here.
35 total.
As you guys make your way to the edge of town and you kind of search the horizon, the shifting, not quite, but kinda shifting dunes. They don't really shift too much. They merely just kind of move a little bit, move back, move a little bit, move back.
Right.
And you're kind of scanning the horizon for anything. Anything at all that could be sandstone or limestone or any sort of solidified structure under the sand. And you see this sand dune that kind of sticks out above the rest as being bigger, taller. Less of a sand dune and more of a mound. A large mound. This leads you to believe that this could be some kind of burial mound, or it could just be a very large sand dune. You're not quite sure.
Shot. Let's head for that dune, that mound, really. Might
Very
be
well.
something there, but I can't be certain until we're much closer.
And I could certainly help. Real Dawn, I know the feeling. But yeah, Rari, having been
pointed out into that direction. All right, let's go.
Make a survival check.
All right.
And you may follow the leader with this if somebody is an expert in, or follow the expert if somebody is an expert in survival.
I don't think we have an expert.
I'm only trained in survival.
I'm also only trained.
I'm only trained in survival.
Okay, so no experts.
So that is a 23 for me.
Little Flame is untrained in survival.
So not good. Well, then again, it also makes sense that he hasn't been alive long enough to know how to survive.
Mm.
So, what did everyone get?
23.
27.
Survival 25.
Alright, Little Flame, you're the only one that's not trained in survival. Let's see if you get lost in the desert.
I mean, you can just follow us. It's not pretty hard to miss.
That is true. You are unobscured. He is able to successfully follow you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
You make it to this large sand mound. And as you get closer, you're like 500 feet away, 500 feet away, 200 feet away, 100 feet away, and as you get closer, you notice that at the bottom of this mound is almost like the mouth of some kind of cave, except it looks man-built. It looks humanoid made. It looks like it's made of
They're too square.
sandstone bricks. It almost looks like the entrance to a very rugged, not very old, but semi-old mine shaft.
So it looks too square.
It looks way too square.
Right. Well, this might just be what we're looking for, at least close enough. Rari would like to use a lore underworld, not lore underworld. What would be the skill check needed he is a grave robber to identify if this is a potential burial ground?
You could use Underworld because you could use Society.
All right. Society is slightly higher, so I will use Society. That is a 27.
Whether or not this is a burial ground, you're not entirely sure. However, it is definitely something underground that may or may not be dungeon-esque.
We'd have to explore further in order for me to be sure if this is in fact a burial ground.
Just a cursory detect magic ping. 30 feet, anything?
Is there any what?
Anything within 30 feet magical?
Not within 30 feet. You're still about 100 feet away from this mound.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So we need to get... Oh,
A lot
okay.
closer.
So Rari and this crew will probably get even closer.
Yeah, we're probably gonna go to it.
Once Rari gets really close, like enough to where it can be clearly observed,
Yeah.
then he's gonna try again to see if he can get a better understanding. From looks, just surface looks from 100 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
he
gonna
wouldn't be
wait
able
till
to
I got
tell,
closer
but-
to try and recall knowledge based on my father.
As you guys get closer, I would like for you to make me perception checks.
Oh, fun.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
All right.
Oh dear, indeed.
That is a 27.
28.
28.
Come on. Ah.
In the voice chat, you see 2 of these guarding the entrance to this thing.
no, again. No.
No, it's not
Rari.
cloakers. I'm pasting it now, you bunch of babies.
Oh wait, no, that's an old
yeah, that's
image
an
from
old-
October. Oh, more mummies! Yay!
That's burial ground. That's a corrupted burial ground. I've ever spotted one.
Yep, we're here.
Question, Dawn. Is the dark shadow stuff by this point dissipated?
Yes.
Could have been. It's been
All right,
far longer
cool.
than like a minute.
Also, you are very out of range.
Oh yeah, that too.
Right. That too.
It would have
great.
dissipated the moment you left the city.
Fair.
And we're also away from all the talisman stuff too, right?
Yes, you are.
Gives me a little more ideas about that ritual. Could be expanding his casting ranges too.
But yeah, you see
Alright,
2 of those guarding the entrance to this, whatever this is.
By the presence of these mummies, I'm fairly certain this is a burial ground.
If my father's taught me anything about burial grounds in his time as a medium, undead roaming tend to be a sign that something is lurking there.
But as to what? Also,
I guess the
one of the
divine
mummies,
influencer, spirit.
one of the mummies that was in town saw us and heard a little bit of what we were talking about. I don't know exactly what, but they were hiding in an alleyway.
Probably ordered to.
Indeed. I mean, after a public disturbance like that, it makes sense. But
Or presumed heresy. Side eye on Duzon.
so, remind me again, Duzon, before we go in and face whatever those mummies over there. What is Dothod's tenets? If I am not familiar exactly with Dothod, but I imagine it's not near as weird and off-putting as this.
Oh, it might. Yeah, I would most certainly say it's not like this at all.
Dothon is the keeper of the gateway into the realm of the dead. But the people over in the village treat him as the sole true god.
And
Which, as we know very clearly, is quite a false statement.
right. So, he keeps the balance between life and death. Why are there undead? Is that a
I feel like you just
teaching of
answered
Dothod? Or is that somehow a perversion?
Usually keepers of the boundary between life and death abhor those that can cross it.
Okay, so then we have a false teacher on our hands, much like you said, in front of
Yes.
everybody. So then where's the real teacher?
Dead? Cults like this tend to either spring up overnight and rapidly gain traction through a very charismatic individual, or whoever was leading the community was replaced.
Rari is gonna flip a coin. And ask, is the true teacher of Dothod alive?
I do not know.
So, no, you actually don't understand what he says. He's speaking in a language neither of you know, and also when he speaks it, it gives you both kind of a headache.
Too smart for the non-educated.
So, Rari, you flip a coin.
He regards the coin.
You regard the
How much-
coin.
How much of that went over Little Flame?
What do you mean?
How much of what I was saying went over Little Flame's head too?
Pretty much all of it.
Okay, everyone got r/blue. Got it.
You flip your coin. Is the true prophet of Duzon alive? That is your question?
Yes.
You flip the coin. It shows the face. Your face. And then the symbols on the coin change to say yes. And only you can understand the symbol. No one else can.
I have good news. And bad news. The true teacher of Duzon is alive. For how long, I'm not sure.
Which means the priest that was in charge of shepherding that town is still around.
The question is where. The question would ultimately be,
Somewhere
how
guarded.
can we free them? Or, if need be, well, first and foremost, we need to find them. If they're in danger, which is likely, because, I mean, mummies, and clear
Realistically,
false
they're under lock.
teacher dominating the town, and probably the whole of society. So, on an air of caution,
Common
important
sense would
people like
dictate
him,
that their priest or cleric is under lock and key at the moment.
the only question is where. But first and foremost,
Somewhere where no one's going to find them.
we need to plan. We need to find a lead of sorts. I really wish we had our other friend. He's good at this kind of stuff, but duty
Well-
called him elsewhere.
The undead at the mouth of that entrance there, probably a good lead as any.
True, we could investigate it, but then we are probably forced to probably search in plain sight in the village, which would be the worst case scenario. But if this lucks out,
That's provided that his ritual extends this far. My assumptions are correct.
right. And then there's the
like any
issue
ritual,
of
it
a
can be
ritual. Yes. So we have two main issues. Number one, the true prophet or teacher of Duzon is alive but unfound. And then we also have the fact that there's a ritual happening. Do you know what ritual it is?
It's a perpetuated one using all the talismans found around the town. It
So,
carries some kind of
talisman-
illusory and enchantment.
So we could go on a talisman scavenger hunt if we're forced back into the village without the proper prophet of Duzon. But
Yes, disrupting that ritual, I don't know its true
May come at a
purpose,
cost.
nor that too. There could be magical backlash, and it also depends on what exactly that ritual is performing,
right.
which I'm not fully sure on that one.
Oh,
It's more of a question for my grandmother.
right. Well, Duzon, shall we go into the mines or whatever this place is, guarded by the mummies? I promise I won't steal anything from the graves.
To fulfill my debt. We shall. Let us move.
All right then, it's settled. Get ready. There's 2 of them at least.
Maybe more. You never know.
Right.
And
I
as
can't
you guys
imagine someone as
prepare,
smart as that man puts only 2 mummies in one spot.
And as you guys prepare yourself, steel your resolve, steel your will, and make your way towards the entrance of this mine. That is where I'm going to end session.
All right.
Good cut.
My
That is a
heart
good
was
place to end.
pounding.
Yeah? Yeah, mister, you're worshipping wrong.
I thought that was a very fun encounter, and we made out with that.
It was. It
We
was.
got-
I'll admit
much,
it.
much better in that than we should have.
But honest to goodness, oh, Rari was like,
I feel like our survival is a
Why?
very crown jewel in our endeavors together.
The crazy part is
Yeah.
we got away with that without taking like nearly any damage.
Oh shit, we had a
I'm just
raid.
grateful.
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
guys, we
really?
had a raid going on.
Oh my god.
Excuse us.
Dragon
Really?
Crew Prod is raiding with a party of 6. Thank you for the raid, you guys. Oh my god. I didn't
Oh my
even
God.
notice.
No, we had that many
Oh,
people watching.
wow.
Holy shit.
Oh my.
I didn't know we got traction like that.
We got traction.
Too bad they saw the 6 special where Dawn and I are coughing our lungs up occasionally.
Well, mainly you.
Mainly
Yeah.
me. Most 90% of the coughs were me.
90%.
I can't wait to feel better, bro. I can't wait to not have this.
True.
Yeah. Listen, everybody can roast my constitution score later.
-3. -4.
-3 is
Negative.
wild.
-3 is insane. I can't. You know what? I ain't even gonna say nothing because I know it's gonna come back to bite me in the ass. So,
Don't worry. We only see each other tomorrow.
oh yeah, no worries. But, oh, I'm glad Rory survived a mummy disease, even if it's the lesser version of the mummy disease. Oh,
So, you want a little bit of a spoiler for next session for those of you who are still here and the players?
Loser, mummy rot.
sneak preview.
A little
If you're
sneak
down.
preview of the enemies you're about to fight?
Loser mummy rot is in our future.
No,
No,
actually,
it's
these don't
probably-
have mummy rot. These are mummy guardians.
Oh, even
Mummy.
better.
Mummy Guardians. Oy. That already sounds menacing. Wait, was that a guy that I was getting directions from a Mummy Guardian? Because of
No,
how tall they were and everything?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
he was one of the basic
Cool.
mummies that you attacked and were attacked by.
Alright, as long as that's clear.
I almost wanna catch that like most of the townspeople are actually just mummies, and that's what the enchantment and illusions are perpetuating.
Right. I mean...
I
thank
can't say for
goodness.
certain, but I think it's a pretty good guess.
Yeah. So, I mean, we survived another day. That is good.
Plus, it's fine. I have herbs. I can help fight off diseases.
Alright. Well, guys, I'm gonna head out for the night because this cough needs to go away.
Yes, it does.
And I need to seize every opportunity to get that taken care of.
Alright then,
Fair
I'm
enough.
gonna say my goodbyes now to everyone on stream and to everyone in the VODs. You are all wonderful people. Thank you for the raid, Dragon Crew
Thank you.
Prod.
Thank you for the raid.
Thank you for the raid.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed the part you stayed for, or if you watch the VODs, I hope you enjoy.
But yeah, everyone, have a good night. Good. What was it that? Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
In case I don't see you.